Hello everyone, and welcome to the RaDAR InfoDay. My name is Maria, and together with the rest of the Aquas, of the team in Aquas, we are the RaDAR-PPI project coordinators. And together with the rest of the consortium, RaDAR has organized this InfoDay event in order to enhance the matchmaking between the different economical operators. And the main idea of this event is that you can present or hear what the others have to present, and to join forces to provide then an integral solution for the buyer's unmet need. So it is a pleasure to have so many of you joining today and presenting in this online event. So thank you all for joining and sharing this common goal of collaboration and innovation to fight antimicrobial resistance. Before really kind of starting hearing everyone, we would like to remind you of a few rules to take into account to ensure that the event goes smooth and it's a productive session. So we would like to ask you to please, in order to minimize the background noise and to avoid the distraction, to have your microphones and cameras turned off when you are not actively speaking, and this will enable everyone to focus on the content that is being shared and to have a better overall experience for everyone. And secondly, we would like to encourage your participation, but we please ask you to write the questions in the chat. So the questions regarding the pitches, if there are any, will be discussed after all the pitches, and we will have some minutes of network discussion. If you have general questions regarding the call for tenders publication, those will not be answered here today directly, but will be answered through the Q&A at the RaDAR-PPI website. So we recommend you to if you have any questions regarding a specific call for tender, to directly write them in the website. But if you prefer to write them here in the chat today, we will take note of them, and all of them will be answered in the designated part of the website. In addition, if you haven't done so yet, we also highly recommend you to watch the videos that are posted in the RaDAR-PPI website. There you can find general video recorded by my colleagues at Aquas, explaining the collaborative value-based procedure. And furthermore, each of the buyers have also recorded a video in English and also in their local languages, stressing the insights of their own procedure. All this information it can be found at the RaDAR PPI website. There is a specific part on the InfoDay. Yeah, Livia, thank you for sharing. So you can find the link now on the chat. And yeah, something that actually I forgot to mention earlier is that this session is being recorded, and that everything will be publicly available in a few days at the RaDAR PPI website. So if you want to watch it again, or if you have any questions, you will find also all the information there. And then some more general information that we would like to share is that the 4 call for tenders will be launched soon. We have the whole process ongoing to publish the different tenders at the end of the month. But as you know, this is the kind of administrative complex process. And because of that, the final publication might be delayed a few days, weeks, depending on each of the buyer. in addition, like all the information regarding the publication of the call for tenders will be at the RaDAR-PPI website and will be also announced and disseminated through the different RaDAR channels. And after this general introduction, I'm happy to introduce our first speaker today will be Marco Iacuto. He holds the role of project advisor at the European Innovation Council and SMEs Executive Agency, or ISMEA, and he's the project officer of the RaDAR-PPI project. So thank you, Marco, for your time, and please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria, for the nice introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, first of all, to the RaDAR Consortium for this invitation for this very interesting info day. My name is Marco Iacuto. As Maria said, I'm a project advisor at ISMEA, the European Innovation Council and SMEs Executive Agency of the European Commission. As you can hear from its name, we are in charge of implementing a wide variety of projects focusing on innovation, support to small and medium-sized enterprises, as well as standardization and consumers. Today, I represent European Commission together with my colleague Ivo Locatelli, working for DG Grow, who will be speaking later, and together we work hand in hand daily to ensure that the results of EU-funded projects impact policies. We have a different role. European Commission is more drafting and setting up policies, strategies, and making legislative proposals, while we, as contracting authority, we manage the funding programs that help implement these policies strategy. The RaDAR project is funded under the COSME program. It's a EU program for the competitiveness of small and medium-sized enterprises, which ISMEA mainly manages. This COSME program ended with the previous financial framework in 2020. Now we are we are implementing the SME pillar program, but we have this legacy of the COSME program and the project RaDAR in implementation. And the primary focus of COSME lies in supporting SMEs by actions aimed to easy access to new markets, improve conditions for businesses, and encourage the development of an entrepreneurial culture. We are also supporting the demand side of the market, the public buyers, where these buyers create market for SMEs and with their actions contribute to achieving the objectives related to transformation of economy, reaching the green targets and digitalization. RaDAR project was funded under a call for proposal, a call on co-financing of public procurement for innovation, of innovation consortia, where we want, through this initiative, to achieve three main objectives. First of all, to strengthen the potential of public procurement in fostering innovation. Secondly, creating the market for companies and SMEs in the role of provider of innovation. And last but not least, to contribute to transformation and strengthening of EU economy and to create positive and societal challenges. I am project advisor. I follow the project since the very beginning. I think that this info day is a very important occasion to understand better the project and especially to hear from you, and also to create these matchmaking synergies, opportunities that you will find also through the RaDAR website. Unfortunately, I cannot stay for the whole meeting because I have other meetings later on, but I really wish you a very fruitful meeting, and hopefully that you can join and you will participate in the call for tenders that will be published in the forthcoming weeks. Thank you very much again for the invitation. Maria, over to you.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you for your time, for your explanation. I think it was very useful. Now our next speaker is Ivo Locatelli. He's a team leader strategic procurement at DG Grow in innovation, green and social procurements. He's also the project officer for RaDAR at DG Grow. And Ivo is a senior expert at the European Commission with a lot of experience in international and innovation projects. And he will explain us a bit how DigiGrow initiatives like RaDAR can boost their market opportunities as an example to close the gap between healthcare buyers and suppliers. So Ivo, thank you, and yeah, the floor is yours.
Many thanks, Maria, and many thanks for the RaDAR project to having invited me. And also many thanks to Marco, who is managing this project extremely well. We know that this is a very good project, very, very promising. I want to say maybe a very few things. For us, public procurement of innovation, of course, it's very important and it's a very transversal policy. In this context, for us, it's extremely important that public buyers connect to the innovation ecosystem. And indeed, any pitching is a very relevant activities in this context. We also think that public procurement can be extremely important for startups. I understand that these are two different words. They tend to speak different languages. However, it's very important that they find a common ground. In this respect, we have published last year a brochure, a leaflet, which is available in all languages, which explains to startups why public procurement can be important for them. It can be important because very often public buyers are early adopters, and this is relevant. So it is a way for startup to scale up their business. Also, it's very important to bring innovation to the public sectors, and certainly startups do. Also, we have to recall that public procurement normally tends to be and should be a fair process. It's open to competition, and this is something which having to competing in a fair environment where certain rules are set up could be also a very advantage for any bidder. Other conditions are also the transparency, the fact that information is made available to the public. Maybe also another point which is also raised into this brochure is also how should startup prepare themselves before bidding. And it's very important there that they do the groundworks, which means for identifying the opportunities, familiarize yourself with the e-procurement tools and with public procurement in general, and also maybe investing in public procurement, which means could be following some trainings in order to get acquainted on how the procedures work, what are the major steps, what are the typical conditions. Maybe I will publish in the chat as I finished where you can find this document. We have done actually two brochures, one for startups and one for public buyers, because of course everything starts from public buyers, and there are a number of conditions that they should put in place if they want to attract very innovative companies, as a way, for example, to lower the barriers to entry, if I can mention this in this sense, in order to facilitate the participation of innovative companies in public procurement. One final thing maybe is also that we have set up a digital platform, which is mainly addressed to public buyers, but not only, which host a lot of information, all the activities that we do in the field of public procurement, and also specifically in the field of innovation procurement. Likewise, we have also set up a LinkedIn group, which is specifically devoted to innovation procurement, where, for example, projects like RaDAR, but also the other innovation procurement projects are published, and where there are challenges which can be interesting for suppliers. With this, I think I've concluded, and I give back the floor to Maria, and I will immediately post in the chat the relevant links so you can be able to find the information. Many thanks. Enjoy your workshop, your pitching. I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. Unfortunately, I will not be able to follow it all, but I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for your explanation, and also thank you for providing those links. I'm sure they will be very interesting. The next speaker is Ramon Maspons. Ramon is the Chief of Innovation Officer at Aquas, and also Chief Health Innovation Strategist at the Ministry of Health and the Government of Catalonia. And Ramon has more than 10 years experience in hospital and medical innovation, and also more than 15 years of experience in European projects. And now he will give us an introduction about value-based healthcare ecosystems. So please, Ramon, if you want to go ahead.
Okay, I try to share my screen. Share screen. I think that it's okay now.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, great. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank RaDAR team and of course Marianne and the RaDAR coordination team for giving me this possibility to share some minutes and to point out some idea with you. And I would also like to thank to Isme and DG Grow about the possibility for Aquas to lead RaDAR Consortium. Just some few ideas, some information about Aquas. Aquas is a public health technology assessment agency created, funded by Catalan Ministry of Health in 1992, with a clear core business from the beginning: health technology assessment in a traditional approach. Later, Catalan Ministry of Health mandate Aquas for managing all the infrastructure of Catalan health systems. It means electronic personal health record, electronic drug prescription, imaging program, everything related with data. And in the last 10, 12 years, Ministry mandate Aquas for managing all related with the development of tools for adopting innovation, whatever the source. New procurement approaches, new public and private partnerships models, social impact bonds, whatever the tool that give our health systems about the possibility to address and in general government mandates Aquas for all related with trying to position Catalan health systems with in the better condition to face all the challenges and changes that are taking place in the last years. And for sure, I'm sure you agree that most part of these challenges are related with innovation. In the last years, we have been reading, talking about exponential technology, artificial intelligence, genomic sequencing, all related with energy storage, robotics. But for the last 18, 20 years, the activity in our hospitals, the activity in health systems has been mainly devoted to generation of innovation. At least in Catalonia, we follow what we call the innovative hospital model. Focus, if you are taking care of the right side of the slide, focus in all related with innovation generation. Whatever the need, product innovation, process innovation, whatever the business model, architectural innovation, radical, transformative innovation. We devoted a lot of efforts, we devoted a lot of resources to the generation of innovation. But some years later, in our case, at least in Catalan health system, more or less about 2010, 2011, we detect that one of our big problems, our big challenges were related with the adoption of innovation, whatever the tool for adopting this innovation, procurement of innovation or validation of innovative products. And we detect that as well as other health sectors, we are in a perfect storm situation. Never before so much innovation in funnel of companies, in companies' portfolio, research center portfolio, but at the time, never before so little money for adopting this innovation. So we need to change to new models. We need to adopt to new business models that will change radically health sector in the next year. And with this idea, we decided to foster our activity in all related with adoption of innovation, and mainly our possibilities for setting up, for creating an ecosystem view, an innovative ecosystem view, in order to try to begin to be a sustainable health systems in all related with adoption of innovation. From our point of view, the big discussion related with healthcare sustainability systems, healthcare system sustainability in the next year will be mainly related with how health innovation ecosystems interconnected between them in the next year. With this approach, we set up a new model taking care of 5 points, 5 pillars. First pillar related with strategy. Our strategy is mainly supporting all related with value-based approach. Value in terms of improving health outcomes, improving patient outcomes, improving organization outcomes. That it means a strategy related with value as a way for following up a strategy related with adoption of innovation. Second, this approach, it cannot be an occasional situation, a fact. In medium term, sustainability, it means systematization. Because of this, we work deeply trying to set up, to carry out now and different projects in order to get a portfolio of successful projects, whatever the area of health sector, in order to be successful in adopting this innovation, multi-resistance, robotics, ICT, artificial intelligence, pharmacogenetics, services, prevention activities, whatever the area, we try to get a successful project in the area in order to have a portfolio of successful projects. Third pillar related with evaluation. We are a health technology assessment agency. Aquas is a health technology assessment agency. But nowadays, evaluation is always evolving, is always addressing different challenges. Real-time evaluation, real-world evidence are getting us new challenges, are providing us new tools. Simulation is one of these tools in order to try to set up new models of evaluation. 4 pillars related with training, education, development of new methodologies. We are putting a lot of brain, a lot of imagination in order to solve new approaches, new challenges for solving unmet needs detecting in our hospitals, for trying to address outcomes-driven models promoted by payer, promoted by policymakers. And finally, with this idea of the evolution of health systems as a jointly interconnected ecosystems, trying to set up a new ecosystems based on community of practice. So RaDAR is following all of these pillars. RaDAR is giving us the possibility to face one of the main problems in health systems related with multi-resistance. It's giving us the possibility to have a successful project in this portfolio of successful projects. It gives us the possibility of try to develop new evaluation schemes, to train, to educate patients, physicians, nurses, in all related with the adopting of these solutions, and jointly with companies, jointly with research centers to set up this ecosystem view. Our experience for the last 12 years, at the end, is like a journey related with the adoption of innovation that begins on 2012. On 2012 with the first PCP project, Decipher, to a new approach that gives us the possibility on 2014 to begin to scale up, to adopt all these innovations at the system level with our first PPIs, moving from PCP to PPIs. This is one of our aims, one of our objectives, try to get the standardization in order to scale to adopt at the system level. On 2018, regional government, Catalan Ministry of Health, promote our own call for PPIs and PCP, and we are going on with this activity at European level, trying to lead new challenging projects in all the areas that are facing the main challenges, are addressing the main challenges of health sector, related with liquid biopsy, related with multi-resistance, related with 3D printing, related with oncology. And at the time, in the last part of the slide, all related with education and training programs like EURIFI or like IRES that give us the possibility to set up our community of practice and at the end to foster our ecosystem. Because of this, I think that it's clear that exists a window of opportunity to set up all these innovative projects. And just for finishing and to go on with Maria, just give me the possibility to share with you this sentence that I think that it gives us a clear image that the situation that we are facing. Change has never been this fast, and for sure it will never be this slow again. So thank you everybody, and it's you, Maria.
Thank you, Ramon. Yeah, thanks, Ramon, for this very interesting explanation. I hope that you all enjoyed and learned as much as I did. Now we can move to the pitches of the different economical operators that would like to explain who they are and also the solution that they have available. The first one to pitch is Baxter Healthcare. So, Tom, yeah, you can go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. And first of all, thank you for sharing all of the pre-videos and giving us a little bit more insight in terms of what you're hoping to achieve by these tenders. Can I just confirm that everybody can see my screen okay and hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, thank you, everybody. And following on from the videos that we saw previously, Baxter has a clinical surveillance software named ICNet that is specifically focused on infection prevention and antimicrobial stewardship. And based upon those videos that we saw, the expectation is that we will be able to bring value in 3 of the tenders that we are expecting to see. So the 2 Spanish tenders that we're expecting, and also the French tender from RESA. So the ICNet application very much works beyond the testing episode to bring insights and data to clinicians and relevant stakeholders within the hospital. So we have been serving hospitals and health systems across the globe for nearly 20 years now. Globally, we partner with more than 1,200 facilities based around the world, so North America, Western Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Australia and New Zealand. We have a platform that spans both the hospital and the public health arena, and the 2 products can work collaboratively. So as we go on this journey, we would expect this to extend beyond the hospital walls to bring insights to government stakeholders and regional stakeholders to ensure that stewardship is being adequately managed within that particular region. We support reporting to national health bodies around the world. So we link in with Public Health England, HQSC in New Zealand, across in America as well. And it's really about taking that hospital level information, but presenting it at a government level. So what is the software and how does it work? Fundamentally, it's a clinical surveillance solution. It takes data from disparate hospital systems, so laboratory, prescribing, patient location information, and it pulls that information into the ICNet application and provides actionable insights for clinical and non-clinical stakeholders. That may be in the form of workflow, so directing clinicians to appropriate patients. It could be alerts, and it could be reports. An example of how this solution could work for clinicians is that an antibiotic has been prescribed. We've had a laboratory result come back to say that the antibiotic will be ineffective due to the makeup of the organism. Go out there and change that therapy for that particular patient. It could be then in a wider world around the reporting, so understanding where there is high usage of antibiotics, understanding antibiograms, so physiological changes to drugs from the organisms themselves. And this product is very focused on infection prevention and antibiotic stewardship. As you can see, some of the claims that we've managed to achieve up on the top there as well, and these are all available on our website. So from a Baxter perspective, we are beyond the testing episode. So we would very much be interested in looking at potential partners who can do that point of care testing, that laboratory testing and management that we can work collaboratively with. So with that, I will pause. I think I stuck to the 4 minutes, but Maria, I will hand back to yourself to go on to the next healthcare provider.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah, perfectly fine in 4 minutes. Thank you for the nice explanation. Now the next company is the Butler Scientifics. So
Hello.
Rai, I think you're
Hello,
ready.
Let me start sharing the screen. Okay, so I hope you can see it.
Yes, perfect.
And just okay. So first of all, my name is Ray. I am the CEO and data science director of Butler Scientifics. Butler Scientifics is a startup of automated data science specialized in biomedical research. We started as a small startup in Barcelona 10 years ago, and now we are an agile team of 5 working across 2 main connected areas. In data science, we handle the data integration and exploration, software development, machine learning, and also training and consultancy. Specifically in biomedical research, our work spans research and automation with applications in both academia, public health, and pharmaceutical sector. Our competitive advantage is auto-discovery. Auto-discovery is a software for automated and intelligent data exploration that helps research teams identify high clinical value associations hidden in the data from their studies and research projects. These are just some of the achievements of auto-discovery and Butler Scientifics in general in a range of applications. Identification of novel immune system biomarkers associated with severity in COVID-19, automated and intelligent evaluation of more than 150,000 associations in just 6 hours, prediction of poor adherence in stroke patients with good sensitivity and specificity, secure data capture of hundreds of clinical variables in 98 patients and different hospitals, the construction and validation of predictive models for prostate and lung cancer, and in general, the comprehensive data exploration, 10 times faster, more cheaper, and 200 times wider. So what can we do specifically for RaDAR-PPI project? So we have identified 3 potential contributions of Butler Scientifics in general and auto-discovery in particular to the goals of the projects. Just to mention some of them. The first one is the early identification of emerging AMR patterns. Our discovery can reveal, for example, that certain strains of bacteria are developing resistance more quickly in specific urban areas, including, of course, the effective visualization of these discoveries. The second aspect is the decision support. In a hospital fighting an AMR outbreak, our discovery can analyze data on previous infections, AMR, and treatment outcomes to generate a report that advises which antibiotics are more likely to be effective based on detected trends and associations. And the third scenario we can envision is the patient data integration, analysis, and visualizations, a key point in this project. Our discovery and Battle Scientific's team can significantly enhance the integration, visualization, and analysis of patient data. This involves identifying patterns in AMR, predicting potential outbreaks, and creating interactive visual summaries of key patient information. So we look forward to collaborate with you and to keep in contact for more details. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you. We can go to the next one. Is the treat system. So, Mats.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Floor is yours.
Thank
you.
Share my screen. Let's see.
Yeah,
all right.
Perfect.
Right. So thank you for the invite, and I'm here to talk about the treat systems. And my name is Mads, and I'm the CEO of the company located here in Denmark. We are about 50 engineers sitting in this nice location here where we develop software. So we are a pure software team. We have a national solution within the pre-hospital area, developing patient files for ambulances and helicopters. We are within neurophysiology, and then we have this leg of antimicrobial stewardship and diagnostic stewardship, where we do different kind of develop different kind of software solutions. We mainly come with 4 areas where we focus our time. We have a very great understanding of the clinical area within microbiology, infections, and antibiotic therapy. We are very good at building different types of decision support tools using AI and modeling. And we have a fully certified quality management system for developing software as a medical device, as it will be if we do decision support on the patient level. And we are mainly a Microsoft development house. These are certificates for our ISO parts here, and I think they will be necessary in this project tenders as well. The DNA of treat systems is to acquire data, then building different kinds of decision support tools where we make it visible for the doctors and users of our system why the system came to whatever conclusion it does. So I'm really trying to avoid these black box models within decision support. We currently have 2 CE mark products, which is called the Treat Essential and the Treat Lab, and they are mainly focused in the antimicrobial area, finding the right prescription for the patients, but also finding the right appropriate test for the patients. Some of them might be quite expensive, so if we use direct from blood or at the time of positive cultures, some of them might be quite expensive. So finding those patients where it's relevant to do that, that's part of our system. So Treat Essential one part and Treat Lab in the other part. The main idea of the solution is to build bridges between the existing systems, like this tender, acquiring data from the laboratory information system, but also from the electronic health record, vital signs, etc. We have a fully integratable database that you can throw whatever data format you have, edit it, and we'll still be able to unpack it and use the data for either decision support, present the data, and different kind of notifications. We currently have 4 modules which can be adapted to this product, and some of them will be antibiograms. We have live dashboards. We can also do statistics. at department level, even at hospital level. But the main and key unique thing about Treat is that we can build these really sophisticated decision support tools, where we, based on the information we have available, that could be vital signs and even resistant markers, etc., we can still do decision support on which antibiotic will be the most appropriate. This is based on a technology called Bayesian networks, where we can calculate probabilities of different pathogens, different resistant markers, and then come with an advice for what will be the most appropriate antibiotics. You can see risk explainability here. But the basic idea and what we're looking for is that we are a software company that can manage the integration and also presentation of data, but we do not cover the part where it's all about the testing part. So we are definitely looking forward for an interesting partner. And that was exactly that's coming. Perfect. Thanks.
Thank you, Mats. Thank you for your explanation. And yeah, the next speaker is Lumet.
Yes, thanks, Maria. Good afternoon, and thanks having Lumet presenting our solution. So Lumet is a software company dedicated to develop a clinical decision support system, and mainly in infectious diseases. And we have 3 blocks today, and I will share with you information on 2. The first one is a software in order to optimize antimicrobial stewardship program, in order to, it's dedicated to the ASP team and pharmacists to improve efficiency of the treatment. So that means improve and deliver the perfect antimicrobial medication at the right dose, at the right time, and for the right duration. And also we have a second tool called ZANC, and it's for infection prevention and control. And it's for drastically decrease the administrative burden of the team in order to, to take care of all the patient in the hospital and to decrease the nosocomial infection. How it works, we are connecting our tool on all the different informatics system of the lab. So that means we are connecting the laboratories, the microbiology, the pharmacy, the patient health record, everything, including radiology, ICU, and surgery room. And then after, we are generating alerts and recommendations. So this is real-time alerts, and we are able to customize the alert with the relevant as the hospital and the local procedures are needed. So, and we're optimizing the workflow for the infectious diseases. So we used to publish some interesting data. That means that with our solution, the antimicrobial stewardship team is able to decrease by 24% the utilization of the antibiotics. And we used to decrease by 2 days the length of stay of every patient with antibiotic treatment. So you understood that Lumet is focused in post-analytical phase. That means that we're improving the patient management and the prescription as well. But we are not in analytic business or in the lab. So we are looking for partnering with companies specialized in NVD solution, especially fast detection of MDR. So I think it was faster than 4 minutes, but that's it. Thank you very much. And yes, we are interested by the applying for the 4 tenders.
Yeah, thank you, Xavier, for the explanation. Yeah, we can move now to the next company. It is SORMAS Foundation. Perfect, Pilar, we can see your screen, thanks. Great.
Pilar, I think you're on mute. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We cannot hear you.
Okay, now you should be able to see me. Now let me check if you see my screen as well. Sorry, I just did the other way around. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Pilar Hernandez. I'm a managing director at the SORMAS Foundation. I will briefly present what is SORMAS Foundation and the work that we plan to do with our partners, Ithaca Engineering. SORMAS, the SORMAS acronym means Surveillance, Outbreak Response Management and Analysis System. It's a software that was originally designed for the management of outbreaks, and the ones that have been working with AMR, they can relate on all the parallelisms and the common things of AMR outbreaks and epidemics with the general disease epidemics. So very briefly, some technical features of SORMAS. SORMAS is an open source software. Probably that's one of the innovative things compared to other tools that are presented. It can be used online, offline. It shares data multi-directional in real time. It has a user-specific access management and also task manager, which allows effective coordination of teams. It is available in several languages. It already has a laboratory module. It follows GDPR and I-security guidelines. It is built in a modular structure, and it's interoperable with other tools. So SORMAS supports decision-making in a way that all the different roles, all the different users enter the information in the single platform in the different phases of detection, investigation, and control. So you see, like at the hospital level, the hospital personnel will enter the information that will be able to be seen by the laboratory staff and disease control teams, which will at the same time enter the information and allow for rapid response. So everything is entered into the SORMAS platform. Here you see the dashboard with a summary of results. Basically, SORMAS is used in over 10 countries in 4 continents. And for the interest of time, I'm not going to present further the tool. I'm just going to invite you to look at our website, because there is a demo version that you can absolutely check anytime. So the SORMAS Foundation is a non-profit organization based in Germany. I myself come from Barcelona, but we are the organization is based in Germany. And what we do is we support the SORMAS ecosystem. So the SORMAS ecosystem has different actors, being it implementers, IT companies, researchers, etc. The foundation has 4 areas of work. This is the software curation. So we make sure that the software meets the quality, epidemiological standards, technological standards. We also do training and accreditation. We support the organizations that want to implement SORMAS. And we also are responsible for the community building, so that the community of practice remains strong and supports all the organizations using the tool. Ithaca Engineering is a company originally from Germany. They have an office in Barcelona. That's why we're working together, and they also focus in the area of health. In addressing RaDAR's needs, we will cover the smart AMR management, and we will leverage on the features that are already in SORMAS. Some of them I already mentioned, for example, the real-time data sharing, the user-based access, the fact that it's an integrated platform with task management, that it's interoperable, and allows for results visualization. So these are the areas that we cover, mainly the IMR smart management. As I mentioned, we are searching for companies or organizations that will cover the laboratory detection part. And we plan to apply for the tenders in Spain, potentially also in France. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. I hope I'm fine with the time.
Thank you, Pilar. And yes, you are fine with the time. Thanks for the explanation. I wish you luck. So we can move to the next speaker company, Sysmex. Lydia. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I will share my screen.
Perfect. Thank you.
Can you see it?
It says for me it says it has started now. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Lydia and I work as a product manager at Sysmex Spain. First of all, I would like to present my company. Sysmex was established in 1968 in Kobe, Japan, and it has more than 9,000 employees around the world. Its main business lines are hematology, hemostasis, urinalysis, and other IVD products. In the EMEA region, there are many affiliates, and both Sysmex Spain, Sysmex France, and Sysmex Italy are interested in the tenders published by the RaDAR project. Our value proposition is a point-of-care analyzer that can use urine samples with suspicion of urinary tract infection. The PA100 system detects bacteriuria in less than 15 minutes, and if the sample is positive, the analyzer gives a result of a phenotypic antibiogram for 5 antibiotics in only 30 or 45 minutes. This is a new analyzer for antibiotic susceptibility testing that supports the fight against resistances. This is a near patient testing that it doesn't need sample preparation, so it can be used in the emergency department or in primary care. This analyzer allows clinicians to choose the best treatment for each infection and avoids the use of empirical treatments. Our analyzer is limited to urine samples, so we would need other partners to cover other types of samples through cooperation. This is the cartridge used by the PA100, where it is included the antibiotics and the culture medium. Here we put the urine sample, and after 15 minutes, we will know if there is any bacteria in the sample and which antibiotics are effective or not against this bacteria. Considering the features of PA100 explained before, we would like to apply to the tenders in Spain, France, and Italy, such as the EcoCall and RisaCall, because we think our analyzer meets most of the requirements of this tender. In addition, Sysmex Europe has a wide marketing structure across Europe with many established affiliates with their own sales and service structure. We have many experience as suppliers for different health systems, and this product has already been launched in some countries in Europe. So this is the end of my presentation. We will be happy to collaborate with you. I hope it is interesting for you.
Thanks, Lydia. I think it was very interesting. So we can move. Stefan is already ready. So Quanta Matrix.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stefan Rugal from Quantametrics. Can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Good. So yes, I'm with Quantametrics. We are a company providing an IVD platform called DRAST that brings innovation in fighting AMR. We are a solution for the laboratory. Actually, we provide antimicrobial susceptibility testing for bloodstream infections, for BSI, for bacteremia. And what we do compared to a conventional test that takes about 60 hours, we do actually provide results in 4 to 6 hours based on a positive blood culture. So we provide actually results for capturing resistance for bloodstream infections, escalation where you have resistance, or de-escalation when there is a necessary use of broad spectrum antibiotics. The proposition that we provide to bring to patients and let's say clinicians in the lab is basically from a blood culture after a gram stain. The platform we provide is here, the DRAST, is a physical platform that is taking the blood sample and mixing with reagents. We have a layer of software also that provides minimal inhibitory concentration in a phenotypic way in 4 to 6 hours. So we are able to provide all of that the same day of having the sample in the lab. So we can, through the lab manager, circulate back to the clinician and to the patient within the same day and adapt the antibiotic therapy. So this is really the innovation that we have brought. Quantomatrix is originally a Korean company. I'm from France, where we have established Quantomatrix Europe, and we go through a network of partners throughout Europe. And our goal is, of course, to provide this to hospitals, medical labs, and healthcare institutions, the tools to be able to act directly on patients for escalation or de-escalation. Again, it takes only a few hours, where before you had to wait for 2 or 3 days. We have a layer of software that is embedded in our platform that is, of course, able to capture these resistance, provide the right information to the antibiotic stewardship people, the lab, the clinicians, and advise for the optimal antibiotic therapy in the least amount of time. It's very easy to use, fast to operate, no maintenance. We have a layer also of artificial intelligence, where we have put some image analysis to improve our system over time. So whenever the instrument is exposed to more bacteria strains and we see the level of resistance, we are able to improve through software updates to all our partners around the world. So again, the medical value, as I said, is either to confirm the empiric therapy if it's already optimal, or escalate where we need to when we find a resistance and we need to change the treatment to escalate, or also de-escalate by reducing unnecessary broad spectrum. We have done extensive studies. This is one of them that was done with our parent company in Seoul, in Korea, where we see actually that by having such tool, we are able to eliminate 95% of unnecessary broad spectrum same day of having the sample available, and at the same time also capturing escalation when needed, 85% of ineffective treatment, which also increases AMR. So altogether, this is improving both, let's say, treatments for the patients. This is a list of our current users. We have started as a startup, but we're looking at improving. We have applications also in oncology for patients with oncology and cancer having antibiotic treatments. We are present in all the major countries in Europe, and of course, we are very interested in the tenders with RaDAR, RESA, and everyone. So we are, welcome to participate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stefan. Yeah, thanks for all the information. We can go to the next speaker. Is Cristobal, maybe by software.
Yeah. Yes. Let's show me my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, now. Thank you.
Okay. Well, my name is Cristobal and I work as a project manager at Bahia Software. Bahia Software is an SME ICT company with more than 20 years of experience, providing services and software platforms for the healthcare sector. For instance, public and private hospitals, healthcare systems, and so forth. Okay. We have also a proven track record in developing software platforms for R&D projects, and what we can provide for this challenge of iRaDAR in a potential consortium. Is our expertise developing PCB projects and also Horizon 2020 projects. We have here a list of different R&D projects and PCB projects, all related with healthcare and also genomics projects, where we achieve, for instance, phase 1, phase 2. Also, we were invited to phase 3 in some of them. So we are acquainted with this kind of innovations. We have also a dedicated innovation team for developing innovation projects. We have different profiles in our team, for instance, software developers, software architects, data scientists, also PhD in science. We have also experts in interoperability in healthcare systems and also their standards, for instance, HL7, SNOMED, ICON, OMO. And I want to highlight our previous experience in artificial intelligence and antimicrobial resistant projects that are related with this challenge of iRadar, which are the anti-superbugs project. This was a PCP project that was one of the seed of this iRadar challenge. And our consortium participated in this project, and we achieved phase 2, and we were invited to phase 3. We are also involved in the RaDAR project, which is an R&D project that aims to develop artificial intelligence algorithms for antimicrobial infection risk prediction, and also to provide an antimicrobial stewardships program platform. Okay. What sort of partnership we are looking for? Well, we are looking for companies or institutions that can complement our expertise, for instance, in the rapid MDRO detection system, also complementary experts in the field of antimicrobial resistant detection, but we are open to explore other collaborations. Okay. Regarding the tenders, we are open to participate in all iRadar tenders, but this is pending of the final tender publications to make a decision. Here is my contact, so don't hesitate to contact me if you are interested in a potential collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you, Cristobal. Yeah, thank you for all the explanations. I wish you luck, and we can go to the next speaker. It's from Pibeu MedTech Solutions.
Unmute and start my video. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, James.
So now I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Okay, so I'm James Dixon. I'm the CEO of Pibeu. We have a product called StopSys. We are Barcelona born and based. And the idea behind our solution is to capture, analyze, and feedback in real time the patient's infection risk. So in the case of, for the MRSA program and for RaDAR, we would we'll do something special so that we're specifically analyzing the risk of MRSA. We have a kind of a philosophy. This first quote is wonderful, but I can tell I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody else seems to have the same thing. You can't improve what you don't measure. I hold this very dear, but I think where in Pibeu we have got a real advantage from an older influencer, Galileo, who said, measure what is measurable and also make measurable what is not so. So what we do is we have this solution that captures information from the HIS system. This is going to include patient, procedure, and administrative data like where the patient was, who they saw, what ECU they were, what ICU they were in, et cetera, et cetera. And it does that for the whole patient journey. So it's going to start with primary care and in the pre-op, in the operating block, and also in the ICU in the follow-up. It's going to take that information and then put it through two steps. The first one is real time, and you can see miniature screens of the prototypes actually of the solution, which is basically giving a actionable information, but also a actionable information, and it's basically a profile, a risk profile of the patient. And we're then also going to take that data, and that data is going to be going into a risk analysis database, which is where it goes and is stored. Now, specifically for the RaDAR program and for the resistant bacteria program, we are going to partner with Auto Discovery, who will then they'll allow us to include not just all the information, not just patient procedure data, but also the administrative data that we talked about before. Excuse me. Okay, so it's very important that this is all automated real-time feedback. The healthcare providers do not need to put anything into the system. They just simply refer to it, and that it is delivered out to them. And where we really kind of stand out and where our differentiator is that we are able to illuminate what had really been an information black box in understanding the site infection, surgical site infections. And that is what's going on in the operating block. So everybody knows that this is where most infections take hold. That's where the infection happens. But up until our solution, it has been impossible to follow the important workflow aspects, which are causing the risks of infection. I've made a little diagram here, just using the object of the contracts. We are interested and believe that we could provide some very good value in País Basque, in ICO here in Catalonia, and also in the Italian project at the University of Federico II. And that's it.
Thanks, James. I think it was very clear. Thanks for the explanation. We can move to actually the last speaker. Our company is Bacteromics. So Gajan, if you would like to.
Yes, I'm doing my best. So have you seen? Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
So have you seen my screen?
Yeah, so it's not in presentation mode, but we can see it.
No, it's not this one. I'm sorry. I have to go back. This is this one. So now it's okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so my apologies. Okay, so I'm representing today a system which is called Bacteromics, and this is phenotypic antimicrobial susceptibility testing that addresses the growing need of precise antibiotic therapies. Nice to meet you all. We are a team of passionate people, and the system has been developed by Scope Fluidics as a startup, but it is already CE-marked and entering European market. We have our mother company is developing innovative solutions, and this solution has been developed under the purpose vehicle called Bacteromics. So the company and the product name is the same, and I'm representing business development. So what is unique with our system? This is not, let's say, classic antimicrobial susceptibility testing, because we are the only one in the market that are manufacturing special IST technology, which is all-in-one test. What does it mean? It means that we have fully automated testing and one panel that has 640 independent incubation chambers. So you can imagine that you can do as many dilutions as you want with almost all clinically relevant antibiotics. We have capacity to test combinations of antibiotics, and what is also important, that there is only one panel for both gram-negative and gram-positive strains. What does it mean? That it could simplify workflow, that gives ability to add new antibiotics. Our system is highly informative, and it has also high throughput. So you can add the samples up to 60 randomly, or at once 60 samples. It consists of three parts: the analyzer, the filling device, and the one cartridge for all tests. So you have one cartridge per patient. There is no need to choose between gram-positives and gram-negatives. And this cartridge has been certified in May 2022 for 25 antibiotics and 3 expanded spectrum beta-lactamases mechanisms. So at the moment, we have 28 determinations on the cartridge, clinically evaluated, but our system is developing, and we are developing another cartridge which will have ability to test almost all clinically relevant antibiotics. And the last but not least, it is very easy to use because you need to isolate bacterial strain, transfer bacterial suspension the testing, and the testing time is up to 12 hours. So it's really clinically and user-friendly. Here you have a list of antibiotics that are addressing more of the important bacteria strains, and also our panel is addressing all often used antibiotics. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gajan. Very interesting. Thanks, thanks for sharing. Yeah, so I think with that we have arrived to the end of the pitches. So I would like to thank all of you very much for your participation. And we have some minutes now in case anyone has a question for any of the presenters. I think there were no questions on the chat, but in case someone has a question now, we can have spend a few minutes in a network discussion. If not, I think that most of you have shared your contact. So if you want to contact each other or ask questions, I guess you can. So James said that you then get the links to the flyers. Let me see. Okay, I can. Okay, I can share because actually. Yeah, so those are the links that Eva was referring to. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, so as I was saying, if yeah, you want to contact each other, most of you shared yeah, your contacts. And if there are no more questions, I think we can go now. Livia from InfoDay, that is part of the RaDAR Consortium. So the RaDAR Consortium created this matchmaking tool that we already saw that some of you are using, but we think it's very interesting also to build a consortium. So Livia is going to show us a bit of a demo on how to use it. So Livia, if you want, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Maria. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Yes. Okay, perfect. So thank you, Maria, for giving me the floor. I apologize in advance because my Wi-Fi is a bit wonky today, but I'm sure my colleagues will rush in to save me in case anything goes wrong. So my name is Livia Dinolfi. I am head of project officers here for Euro projects at INSME, the International Network for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, and communication manager for the RaDAR project. And I'll just quickly show you how to use the matchmaking tool we launched on the 26th of May, 2023. As Maria said, we have seen that lots of you are already on there, and thank you for making it such a lively platform. We're very happy to see that it's been useful. So I'm just going to share my screen very fast. Okay, so this is what you will see. If you want to follow along, I did leave the link for the RaDAR website in the chat. This is what you will see as soon as you enter the matchmaking platform online. And if you scroll down, this is a mock profile that we've created for today. You will see a selection of tags. The blue tags show what the company is an expert in and what they are offering for the RaDAR project already. The orange tag shows the type of company, so a startup, a private company, a public company, an academic group, and so on. And then the green tags that are optional, you don't have to fill this out, will show what you are actively seeking for so that people can look exactly for what they're looking for in order to maximize fruitful communication. You have a search bar in the top left corner, and you can add any combination you like using the checkboxes on the left to find your perfect match. So in order to create a profile on the matchmaking tool, it's very simple. Simply scroll down. You can fill out this quick form. All the fields with a red asterisk are mandatory. Some of them, as you can see, are not mandatory, but please feel free to complete your profile as much as you like so that it's easy for partners to find you. And then once you've selected as many of these boxes as you like, you can simply add a description. A text box is here for you. Add a description on what you're actively looking for if you want to be as precise as possible. Add a PDF, like a presentation like the ones you've shown today, and then make sure to click that you have read and agreed to the privacy policy, which is linked here. And if you're interested, you can also click on the keyhole symbol on the bottom right corner, and you will see all the RaDAR project privacy policy and cookie policy, so that is you're completely sure of what you're providing us with on the platform. And click send. And there will be a pop-up message that will show you that your company has been successfully created. So it's very fast, it's very quick, it's user-oriented, and you don't need to register anywhere or have like a second step. It's just simply it. And then when you find someone that you like and that you wish to partner with, you can simply open their profile. You will see a description here. And then for their contact info, you can simply scroll down in the bottom left corner, and you will see all their social media handles if they have added that information. It is not mandatory. Website links, the name of the contact person, and their email. So you have all the necessary information to stay in contact. And if you need extra support on the matchmaking process, there's a user guide and the terms and regulations of how to use the platform here. There's a PDF you can consult here. And you can check out the directory of market sounding respondents that we finalized after the open market consultation phase to see all the companies that have responded in the initial phase of the RaDAR project. And after this event, we will also create a tutorial video, so a live demo video of how to use it in order to support you in building a profile. And yes, thank you for listening and good luck on the call for tenders, and can't wait to see all your profiles up here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Olivia. It was a great explanation and very useful to use the matchmaking tool. So actually, this leaves us at the end of this event, and I would like to express my sincerest appreciation to each of you, to each of the participants and all the speakers for contributing to the RaDAR InfoDay. I wish you all the luck, the best of luck in the tenders that you would like to bid, and I hope that together we can find a solution for this huge problem that is antimicrobial resistance. So I hope that this was useful for you, and that we can transform all these discussions into fruitful partnership and collaborations in the future, and into innovative solutions. And also on behalf of the RaDAR Consortium, I would like to extend also the thanks to each of you for your participation and support. And just thank you and good luck until we meet again. Don't know if anyone has something else.
No, thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.